Welcome to the series of Digital Communication Lecture. I, Ms. Jagta Paisen from Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samajas, KBT College of Engineering, Nasik, welcomes you on my first lecture on Basics of Digital Communication Systems. Welcome all of you. The contents of today's sessions are Introduction to the Digital Communication Systems, what are the different blocks used in digital communication systems, its application, its advantages and disadvantages over the analog communication systems. After listening all the content of the session, you will be able to compare analog and digital communication systems. What are the different advantages, disadvantages of the digital communication system over analog communication systems, and the comparison of various pulse modulation techniques used in digital communication system. These are the objective of the today's sessions. You will be able to compare the pulse modulation techniques in details. What is PCM, what is PAM, PWM, PPM, and compare analog and digital communication systems. Now, before directly switching to the digital communication systems, we will discuss what is communication first, what is analog communication, what is wired communication, and then we switch to the wireless communication. What is communication? Communication is a transfer of information. How could we exchange the information? How could we transfer the information? Maybe by talking with each other, by face-to-face communication, by writing, or by sending the radio signals. The total discussion on how we use the radio signals for the transfer of information will be covered in these sessions. Let us take the best or the simple example of the communication. Suppose these two persons are speaking with each other. Suppose he is speaking and he is listening. When he is speaking, there is a movement action in a vocal cords of his vocal cord of his persons. When he is speaking, there is an action of movement of vocal cord. So there is a vibration in air molecules. When that air or that vibrations reaches to the person's ears, it will be create the sensation of hearing. This is a simple way of communication, that is voice communication with face-to-face communication. Whereas in second figure, the kids are playing a game with a matchbox and a thread. Just like a telephone equipment, sound is propagated through the thread to the boy. Letter writing, letter sending is also one of the best communications used in a system, but if the distance is limited and all the actions will be possible. If the distance increases, then the voice communication gets failed. So we focus on wireless communication technology, and the best example of the wireless communication technologies is everyone's favorite equipment, that is a mobile equipment shown in figure 3. Kids are carrying a mobile for communication which converts the sound wave into the electrical signal, and that electrical signal converted into the electromagnetic wave, and through the propagation it reaches towards the receiver side. Then it converts into the electrical signal first, and then electrical signal is again converted into the sound signal. And radio and the television are the best example of wireless communication. Now, whatever right now I am discussing with you is also wireless communication. In communication system, these three blocks are very important: transmitter, receiver, and the channel. The channel is a mediator between the transmitter and the receiver. In first figure, air is work as a channel. In second, thread is work as a medium or the channel. And in third one, the free space, that is electromagnetic waves, propagate through the medium. I hope you understand the concept of communication. Communication is a process of sending, receiving, and processing of information by the electronics means. Communication is act of sharing or exchanging the information with someone by face to face, by speaking some words, by writing some words, and by sending the radio signal. There are basically two types of communication: wired communication and wireless communication. In wired communication, wired is acts as a medium, wired is acts as a channel, whereas in wireless communication, the air is acts as a communication channel. Now, why digital communication is required? In analog communication, the noise is maximum. First, the telecommunication system was telegraphy. Telegraphy was used to digitize non-real-time messages. The Morse code was used in telegraphy. The Morse code is digital in nature. It makes a use of three levels, that is a dot, dash and spaces. All the naturally available signals are actually analog in nature, whereas the signals with only two levels, that is a binary digit 0 and 1, is known as a digital signal. Hence, in digital communication system, the first step is to convert the analog signal into the digital one, and therefore it can be said that the digital techniques are more often used for analog signal transmission. The best example of the digital systems are mobile phones, television, radios, and the content or the course of internet. Now, this is a simple block diagram of analog communication systems. So many waveforms are represented here. She is a sweet lady speaking on a mobile. We say that the information is voice signal. Need to be convert that voice signal into the electrical signal with the help of input transducers. The input to the transmitter is the electrical signal. Now it transmits that signal over a shorter distance through the channel. Just like a telephone equipment, we say that the channel is work as a wire. The channel will be work with a wire, and the receiver will be receive the signal in the form of electrical and now converted with the help of the output transducers into the voice signal again. The person is going to be here the voice signal, not the electrical signal. The role of the transducer is it converts one form of energy into the another form, and in this part the voice signal, that is a non-electrical signal, is converted into the electrical. The electrical signal is again converted into the voice signal towards the output side. The waveform shows the modulating signal and the carrier signal, and it performs the amplitude modulation, which represents variations in a amplitude signal. It is amplitude modulation, and here is a block diagram of analog communication system. Many of the signals used in modern communication systems are digital in nature, that is alphanumeric characters. Binary data is used in computer programs nowadays. The block diagram of digital communication system. Two most important sections are used in digital communication. One is a transmitter, which is identified by input transducer, source encoder, channel encoder, and digital modulator. This is the receiver section with output transducer, source decoder, channel decoder, and digital demodulator. Now we start with the transmitter section first. The first and the most important block is information source and input transducers. There could be a multiple types of information. That is, information may be audio, maybe text, image, video, analog or discrete data that might be a computer output. The information may be analog or digital. If you don't have an information electrical signal, convert that non-electrical signal into the electrical signal. For example, audio is a non-electrical signal. Need to be convert audio into the electrical signal. By using the transducers, we convert this non-electrical signal into the electrical signal. This is all about the first block, that is the information source and the input transducer. Output of the first block, that is the information source, may be analog or digital signal, and present signal should be the electrical signal, which will be acts as an input to the second most important block called as a source encoder. The source encoding. Let us first understand what is a source encoding. Basic function is to reduce the redundancy whatever the redundancy in electrical signal that we need to be reduced with the help of source encoding. It is being utilized to use the bandwidth effectively. The main goal of the source encoding is to use the bandwidth effectively. And in most of the digital communication, we compress the data. That is, digital data compression technique like a Huffman coding, Shannon coding is used. Output of the source encoding will be digital signal. Now move towards the third block. It is a channel encoder. First of all, why do we use channel encoding? It is used to provide the noise immunity to the system. For example, block code, cyclic code, convolutional codes are using. By adding a redundancy, we can do that. The output of the channel encoding is a digital signal. After that, there is a digital modulator. Two inputs are available to the digital modulator. One is from channel encoder and the second input is high frequency carrier signal. Both they are get multiplied in digital modulator and we can send that signal with the help of antenna towards the receiver side. To send the signal over a long distance, we need to translate that high frequency carrier signal into the low frequency, into the high frequency analog signal. So we are using digital modulator for that. The digital converter converts the electrical signal into the high frequency modulated signal with the help of the techniques called ASK, FSK, PSK, that is amplitude shifting, frequency shifting, quadrature phase shifting are the some digital techniques which have that electrical signal converted into the high frequency modulated signal. Suppose the output of the source encoding is, that is the source code is 0101. The output of the channel coding is 0110101. What is the redundancy? 011 at digital modulator. Now we will have the electromagnetic waves, that is we are sending it by the antenna. That electromagnetic wave will be receiving over here through the antenna fed to the digital modulator. 0110101. Instead of 1, if all zeros are occur, we say that the error is occurs in a system and that error will be corrected by channel decoder. Channel decoding sends only the information by removing the redundancy towards the source encoder. The output of the channel encoding will be the digital output 01 and 01, which is applied to the source decoder. The source decoding converts digital data into the analog data given to the output transducers. The output transducers give output in terms of audio, video or text and or any form of analog or the discrete signal. This is a complete explanation of the block schematic of digital communication system. Now, this is a block diagram, typical block diagram of digital communication system from the book of Sucklers, which will be shows the various blocks with a format, source encoder, the transmitter and the receiver. Just now we see, just in a previous slide we see the explanation of digital communication block diagram. Same blocks but the somewhat additional concept of encrypt and decrypt will be provided here. Now we will see the functioning of each block in detail. The transmitter section, this side indicates the transmitter section. Started with the first important block and the essential, that is a format. The input to the format is analog. The output is the digital bit. The information signal is many times in analog format. It digitally gets modulated and this information must be converted into the binary bits. Formatting converts a source information into the bits and makes the signal compatible to the network. Analog signals are converted into the digital signal by the three simple processing called as a sampling, quantizations and encoding. Second block encode. Input is quantized level. The output is digitized bit or the digital bit stream. The output of the source encoder is digital bit stream. Source encoding is a process of conversion of analog to digital signal. It removes the redundant, that is called as the extra bits. The source encoding reduces the required system bandwidth. In encoding process, the basic prerequisites are required of sampling and quantization. Third block, encrypt. Input is digitally encoded bit coming from the source encoder. What is the output of the encrypt? It is a secured encrypted bit. To maintain the security or the authentication of the information data signal, encryption of the data is carried out. It prevents any unauthorized carrier to disturb the signal. Channel encode. Input is digital bit stream coming from the encrypt. Output is digital code words with redundant error control bits. The channel encoder are used to add the redundancy to the binary sequences. Multiplex, multiple signals, one from the bit stream, one from the channel signal, from any other sources. Therefore, its input is multiple signals. It processes like a multiplexing and the output is multiplex signals. Multiplexing is used to combine the different signals. That different signals may be have originated from the different sources. It allows the sharing of communication sources like frequency, time on local basis. Next is pulse modulation. This is again an essential block in the DCS systems. Modulation is a process of converting data bits into the waveforms that are compatible to the channel. After pulse modulation, digital baseband signal is obtained, which is in a waveform nature of PCM, DM and ADM. Bandpass modulation, when the channel doesn't support the digital pulse like waveform, bandpass modulation is used instead of the pulse modulation. Frequency spreading, this is originally developed for the military applications to maintain the security of the data. It is also used in multiple access technique also. The process of spreading the input signal spectrum is multiplied with a wideband signal and the output is obtained in a spreading formation of the signal. Multiple access. It is a process of sharing of communication resource on remotely basis. This is allocation of resource on temporary basis. Resource allocation is done as per the demand from the users. Multiple access allows the sharing of frequency, sharing of time, space and force. Therefore, it will be have a various type just like a time division multiple access, TDMA, FDMA, CDMA, space division, that is the SDMA technique. Now after this, the transmitter will be perform the roles. Now we will see the receiver sections. Exactly same block is used of multiple access. Multiple access techniques are used for the sharing of communication resources. Instead of spreading, we will be disparate. That is a transmitted data is an input from the multiple access to the disparate. Modulated signal is output of frequency disparate. If the frequency is spread at the transmitter section, then disparading is done at the receiver side. Thus, the synchronization is possible between the transmitter and the receiver. Demodulation is a recovery of baseband pulse waveforms. That is a frequency down conversion is possible in this block and the sampled pulse waveform is the output of demodulate and sample. Receiver waveform is generally not in a proper shape. Noise may be present in it. During traveling, the signal may undergo a most important interference called as a intersymbol interference, overlapping between the adjacent signals. It distorts the signal. Therefore, demodulation will be performed the process of sampling with a proper shaped signal output and send it to the detect. Detect input Input to the detect is a sample pulse received from the demodulate and sample, and the output of this is a channel or the channel symbols or the message symbols. It performs the action of demultiplexing. Digital bit stream is output of demultiplexing. The channel decode is a single bit stream received from the demultiplexer block. Decoding of channel will be done in this block and it produces the bit stream output without error control bit. Decrypt is a block which carries the input in a formation of bit stream from the channel decoder, and decrypted bit stream is the output of decrypt block which will be acts as the input to the source decode. Decoding of bit stream is possible in this block and output is available in now message symbol. What is input to the format? Message symbols received from the source decoder. Conversion of digital to analog signal is possible in format, and now the output of the format is continuous time signal, that is the original message signal. Information sync consists of various different types of information like analog, information signal, text information or digital information. This is a complete block diagram description of digital communication system. Now, digital versus analog performance. Firstly, the analog communication is a technique which uses analog signal for the transmission of information, which is continuous in nature, whereas in case of digital communication, the signal is in a formations of ones and zeros. Noise is more in analog communication, whereas this system, digital communication system, is immune to noise. The probability of error is maximum in analog communication, which will be reduces in digital communication. The hardware is complicated in analog, whereas hardware is less complicated. Hardware is flexible in digital communication. The bandwidth requirement is low in analog, whereas the bandwidth requirement is very high in digital communication. The amplitude and the angle modulations are used in analog, whereas PCM, DPCMs are used in digital communication system. Advantages, disadvantages of digital communication system. The first and the most important advantage of digital communication system, it is immune to the noise. As compared to the analog communication system, the digital systems are prone to the distortion and the interference. The digital systems work only on two levels, logic 0 and logic 1. Hence, noise or the interference level required to distort is large. Therefore, many repeaters are used in a link which will be reduces the distortion. Digital system supports the error detection and correction mechanism. Retransmission mechanisms are also supported to the digital systems. The system is more reliable. The flexible hardware implementation is possible in digital communication, and the faster transmission is one of the advantage of the digital. In digital system, the information to be transmitted can be segmented into the smaller data units. This ensures the faster delivery of data from transmitter to the receiver. This shows the disadvantages of digital communication system. As it does over a long distance, definitely the more bandwidth requirement is there, and we require a most proper synchronization for the time. Additional hardware required is definitely in a digital communication system. Therefore, the system will be carried out more hardware. What are the different applications? The applications of digital communication system is used in military application for the secured communication, used in all the types of space communication where it transmits, the spacecraft transmit the signal to the earth, speech processing, used in speech processing, used in image processing for the pattern recognitions, and the robotics applications. These are the references used for the current session. That is, we are using a circular book for the digital communication fundamentals and application, and my most favorite book, that is a Simon Hiking. Thank you all of you. Now we will see the summary of the lectures by observing one YouTube video. Thank you all.